Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Pole Star, and it's another life lessons card. And here you are in this dream, in this nap, vision, however you want to look at it, and you've got some life lessons here. Okay, and when I was thinking about this, I was like, okay, so here I am in this dream. I'm meditating, and I've got the King of Vessels sitting there, and telling me to be tolerant of my emotions and being able to face my fears with the Guardian, and I'm healing myself with the Seven of Stones and looking within, gaining that wisdom and knowledge with the Hooded Man, all within this rest before I take on the challenge of this transition with the Six of Arrows. And the Pole Star comes out, and I'm starting to have this sense of awareness within, as I'm within my sleep, within my nap. All right, as you're within your sleep, within your nap, there's an awareness coming on. Okay, that you are just one star in that universe on this journey. Out of the millions and millions of stars that are out there, you're understanding the vastness of what the universe has. You're understanding the vastness of what your soul journey is all about, your spirit's path is all about. And this star represents the farthest power in the sky that produces light and heat. It could be the sun during the day, it could be one of the biggest stars that's out there. And it blesses the human spirit with healing and energy. And we're seeing that with that Seven of Stones, right? We're seeing some healing with the King of Vessels as well. Okay. Now, the Pole Star symbolizes the universal law, the higher spiritual knowledge, okay, and power. We're gaining power and wisdom through, the reflections of, looking within on the Hooded Man. But now you're starting to understand a little bit about the universal knowledge, the universal power, that higher spiritual knowledge that's out there. And in this dream, you're reminded that you can have everything that's out there. All this power, all this knowledge, all this wisdom that the universe holds. You can touch that. And you can manifest that. And manifest it between, the light and the energy that's coming through, the light and the darkness, right? The good and the bad. You can manifest some of that universal energy, universal knowledge by just touching base with it, by just opening yourself up. We're a navigational beacon when it comes to, when something like that happens. We get to a point where, others will look to us for that information and knowledge. Just as it was for our ancestors. And, we talked about that last week with, the ancestor card, the knowledge and the wisdom that they have. If you look at, some of the knowledge and the wisdom that's passed on, look at your calendars and math and astronomy and myths and mythology. Everybody looked to the stars. You can look to the stars and have that same aspect that they had back in the day, back in what your ancestors had, touching on to the knowledge and the wisdom. Reach out, touch with your ancestors. Open yourself up to the universe. Feel the wind on your neck. Feel the sun on your head. It's the power of that universal lore that's at work, bringing change and new spiritual hope. And we're within that. Okay? We're within that spiritual change with that Six of Arrows transition. The prophetic guidance that's given you and the knowledge that's given you through the ancestors is your guide on your journey. And how do you know that, right? You say to yourself, Dee, how do I know that I've got that spiritual knowledge and spiritual guidance? And when you ask that question, there was kind of like a rumbling in your tummy. And it's just, your intuition knows. Your soul knows. For the path that you're on in the guide. You know, the pole star is really a talisman and a symbol of the universe and nature. And whenever you feel down, remember that whatever was used to fuel the pole star is also used to fuel you. You know, to form you. Dust to dust, you know, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You're part of this earth. You're part of your neighbors. You're part of the human race. You're part of the evolution of this planet. You're part of this universe. The micro dust, you know, that, you know, it's flying through the air. It's flying through the, you know, out in the outer space. Part of that universe is being part of Source, being one with the One. You know, however you believe, Buddha, Jesus, God, you know, whatever, doesn't make a difference. When you open yourself up and you become one with the universe, when you become one with nature, when you can, you know, sit here and feel nature at its best and be one with Gaia, that's that pole star working to you. All right? So where do you need to be more tolerant in that with that heron? Just understand it. Understand it, acknowledge it. Don't let it scare you with that guardian card. Don't let it, you know, become fearful. Know that it's all part of your healing with that Seven of Stones. Looking within, gaining that knowledge and wisdom. You're gaining the knowledge and wisdom with the Hooded Man. You're gaining knowledge and wisdom with the King of Vessels. You're gaining knowledge and wisdom with the Guardian. Now you're gaining knowledge from the universe. All because you took the time to sit back and rest. Because the journey that's ahead of you is going to show you the change that's needed, you know, to move on. And throughout that process, who's depending on you for support? Only you can answer that question. Is it your soul, your spirit, co-workers, family members, loved ones? Maybe somebody you haven't even met could be there for you to support. And it's because you took the time to lay your head down and rest and gain a new perspective on life. Through your subconscious, that's going to affect you consciously. And the pole star's got a piece of that for you, showing you that universal lore, that universal knowledge, so you can use it with your skill set. You know, there's a good saying, you know, what the mind can achieve, conceive, the mind can achieve. How do you conceive those thought patterns? Through taking time to rest, reaching out to your masters and your ancestors and your elders, the universe, soul universe, spirit universe, regular universe, getting that insight, that inspiration for you to move forward. So there you have it. That's today's card of the day, the pole star. Hit that like button for me, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. This is D for Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, stay safe, everybody.